Hey, Dr. Mustache. We've been over this 100 times. It's Dr. Beard. But you have a beard and a mustache. It's better just not to ask questions and to do your job, intern. Cool. Say, is that a TV remote? Oh no, this is an intergalactic space station for tiny ants. Really? No. So what are we watching? A presentation on astronomy. Astronomy through the years. Have you ever wondered how we sent the first man to space? First car to space? Neither have I. But we're going to tell you about it in this incredibly long and boring presentation. Hooray for astronomy! Let's begin in the year 1610, when Galileo made the first telescopic observation of the night sky. Hey man, there's this guy here who has this thing called a telescope, and he's saying that he observed the sky or something. I don't know who this guy is, but he's kind of freaking me out, man. Can you help, please? As you can see, Galileo's telescope was still relatively new, so nobody liked it yet. But let's move on to our next event that occurred in 1926. In 1926, a man named Robert H. Goddard launched the first liquid-fueled rocket. Let's listen to his recording from 1926. Whoa. Yes, I am launching their first liquid-fueled rocket. Thank you. We are going to launch it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow, look at that. It is launching. One rocket is launching. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and there it goes. Yeah. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the first liquid-fueled rocket did not go so well. It went up 41 feet, and it crashed upon impact on the Earth. Yeah, probably not Goddard's best moment, but we can move on to our next event that occurred in 1944. In 1944, the first V-2 rocket launch, and actually there were 2 simultaneous V-2 rockets launched that day, and things did not go as planned. So, let us listen to the recording, shall we? Alright, let's get this thing a-rolling. Time to launch the first V-2 rockets. Alright, you ready? Oh yeah, I'm ready on my end. You ready on your end, buddy? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, but first, did you make all the calculations correctly? Yeah. You used pi all the way up to the very end, right? Pi, yeah, I just rounded to 3.14 for most of my calculations. Is that a problem? Oh no, everyone knows you gotta use pi until the very end. Oh, yeah, rookie mistake. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just gonna launch the rocket. I'm sure nothing's gonna happen. I hope you kids understand the importance of math now, because since that intern did not use pi all the way up to the very end to get the most precise number, he instead killed 3 people with his rocket and 70 more were injured. Therefore, on the other end, the person who did use pi instead of 3.14 all the way up to the very end, and he got the most precise number, therefore not killing anyone. It still crashed. In 1951, the first dogs were launched into space. They were 2 Russian names that I cannot pronounce. Those 2 Russian dogs were the first dogs to go into space, and they did not go into orbit, but still, pretty impressive, right? Those dogs gotta be pretty special people. Dogs. In 1957, the first artificial satellite was launched into space. Whoop-de-doo! What, is there such thing as a natural satellite? I'm confused. Anyway, let's listen to the recording, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Oh. Well, this is embarrassing, but apparently the Russians have confiscated this recording to us Americans due to the fact that, we have some differences. But the first artificial satellite was launched into space in 1957. It was launched by the Russians, and it was an electrifying moment for the Americans because we realized that Russia was beating us. So let's just move on to the next event before I humiliate myself even more, please. Next up, we have two events from 1961. First, we have the first. The first man to ever go into space, and unfortunately, we do not have a recording of this because, again, Russian, they confiscated it. But he went into space for 108 minutes, and the only thing he said was, "Everything is good, I am fine." That's all he said in those hour and 48 minutes. But we do have a recording from the first human-piloted space shuttle. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
Yeah, I'm flying a spaceship. Yeah.
As you can see, the man who piloted the first space shuttle into space, Alan Shepard, was obviously delusional. I mean, I guess he was just really excited to fly a space shuttle. It wasn't going that fast. But anyway, let's move on to the next event that occurred in 1969. 1969 was a real breakthrough for good old Uncle Sam. Us Americans were the first to send a man to walk on the moon. These three men were Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and the other one who didn't walk on the moon. Sorry.
Alright, let's go ahead. We're almost there to the moon. Now the only thing left to decide is which one of us is gonna be first to step on that big ball of cheese.
You know the moon's not really made of cheese,
Yes,
right?
I know it's not made of cheese. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And I think it should be me. I mean, you know, I'm the general and I'm the
Nope.
more...
Nope.
Nope.
It's gonna be me.
Why you?
Obviously because I'm the most attractive. And because I did all the work myself.
Nope, I did all the work.
Nope.
I did all...
It was all me, everyone listening.
I did all the
me. I'm gonna be
calculations
the
and I
first
did
to
all of
step
the...
I'm gonna be the first to step on the moon.
As you can see, Neil Armstrong used his powerful powers of powerful persuasion to persuade Buzz Aldrin to let him be the first to step on the moon. Man, I wish I could convince people like that. Anyway, let's move on to our next event. In 1971, the first space station was launched, and as you may have guessed, we do not have this recording because of the Russians. Those Russians. In 1984 was the first unearthed spacewalk. The guy literally stuck his arms out and floated himself around. Let's listen to the recording.
Okay, I'm not attached to anything safe or anything restraining me, and I'm going outside the space station now. Oh my goodness, I can see my house from here. No, not really. That's just a cloud. Oh, and look, there's the Eiffel Tower. That's a cloud. Well, it is sure nice. Okay, I'm done. I think I can feel myself falling back down to earth. Please, come on, get me out of here. Wow, what a sissy. Anyway, let's move on to the next event. And now for the one that you all have been waiting for. The eggnog party of 1986. I'm just kidding. It's the Challenger explosion. This was a very sad time for the United States. And I don't really have any personal ties to this event, so I don't know why I'm crying. And let's just roll the clip from the actual Challenger space station. Space shuttle, I meant to say. Okay, we are going into space in the Challenger shuttle. We are beginning our ascent. Here we go. Oh, yes, this is all gonna turn out exactly how we want it to. I can just feel it. Oh, why is my hand on fire? Can anyone explain this to me? Wow, what a disturbing clip that was. Why did you guys even show that one? The people around here are crazy. Let's just move on to the next one. In 1997, the Cassini-Huygens probe was launched, and this probe was obviously named after Giovanni Cassini. It was not completed until 20 years after, because it took 2.2 billion miles to get to Saturn. Whoever knew this stuff? Who studies space travel? Actually, I'm not going to answer that question, because I already know the answer. But we're not going to show a clip in case you were wondering, because I don't want to hear a robot talk for 3 hours. Because it was a probe going to Saturn. Let's just go on to the next clip, please.
2009 was the year that the Kepler mission was launched. The Kepler probe was sent into space to see if there was any other habitable, or theoretically habitable, planets out there that had water like Earth. Because, as you all know, water is necessary to live. If we didn't have water, then there'd be nothing on this Earth. Well, except all the molten lava in there. Let's just roll the clip, please.
Oh, we're sending the Kepler probe out into space. Yay! What, were you expecting something else?
Yes, us astronauts apparently got to be really smart aleck in our later years. Anyway, in 2018, Tesla launched the first consumer car into space with Elon Musk's electric Tesla. Yes, thank you very much. And this car was operated by a mannequin named Starman. Let's roll the clip. It's a mannequin. It doesn't talk. Anyway, thank you for watching Astronomy Through the Years. And we'll see you next time when sound doesn't travel in space. How do we get all these recordings?